Okay, can you guys hear me? Man, I don't see it. Okay, I found you guys on Facebook. Can you hear me okay? Good morning, good afternoon. Um, and I'm still trying on YouTube. There it is. It is raining here today, and I swear everything moves. Okay, awesome. There, everyone's here, right? Okay, I'm gonna try to adjust the phone for just a second. If you get motion sickness, sorry. I think that's better, right? Okay. Well, let's see. What time is it? 6 minutes later. Goodness gracious. Sorry, guys. You know, the thing about it is when you have your accounts on two-step authentication, so two-step authentication means that it's a safety thing to keep hackers out of your account. And and I'm happy that Google does that. But at the same time, when I went to log in, it made me use my phone to confirm that it was actually me logging in. Anyway, so enough about that. I think lots of people are having storms this week. We're having rain, and it just looks so dreary. I just want to see the sun. Okay, so happy Wednesday to everyone. This is what, October 27th, and we're going to be making a fun fold card today. We're making an accordion fun fold card. I'm going to go slow because this is one of those cards that has a lot of detail, and it's really pretty, but it has a lot of detail, and I don't want to mess up. I'm going to show you the suite that we're using today. It is the Christmas season bundle. So the Christmas season stamp set and the seasonal labels dies. And then we're also using the Christmas to Remember stamp set for the greetings. We're going to be using 2 of those. Okay, let's see. The supplies are quite a bit too. In fact, I did not bring my cheat sheet over here, but I can pull it up on my computer real quick. Okay, so here we go. Here's the list. Evening Evergreen, 5.5 by 4.25, and then 2 pieces that measure 3 by 3 3/4, and then another piece that measures 2 3/4 by 5. We have 2 pieces of basic white that measure 3.5 by 2 3/4, and another piece that measures 2.5 by 3 3/4. And then we have the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper, and this measures 5.25 by 11 3/4. And we're going to be using lots of scraps of basic white. And the reason I'm using these is because my last bingo event, this was like the leftover basic white from cutting a certain layer. And so I really like to use up my scraps so that my scrap container doesn't get huge. Okay, so we're gonna start with stamping, and I hope you're not in a hurry today because we're gonna be stamping quite a bit. Yes, in fact, let me show you my basket. And that's not it. That's just the images. Then here's the greetings. So we have a lot of stamping to do. Let me show you the inks. What is this? Soft Seafoam, Soft Suede, Garden Green, Real Red. Wait a second. Where's my crumb cake? Oh, goodness gracious. Seriously? Oh, it's right here. If it'd been a snake, it would have bit me. Crumb cake. At least I remembered I was missing one, right? Okay, now let's move this over here. And these are photopolymer images. So you either want to use your Stamparatus or you want to use your Stampin' Mat. I'm going to use the Stampin' Mat. And I'm going to start with Crumb Cake and Soft Suede. Okay, Crumb Cake first. And I'm going to get 2 pieces. I'm going to stamp this large I'm done with that one. Wait a second. I put Post-it notes. Okay. Yeah, and then this one. I didn't put Post-it notes. I put some washi tape. Is this the right one? I don't know. I think so. Now we're going to use Soft Suede. There's that one. And then this one. There's not an echo, is there? Is there an echo? I kind of hear a sound somewhere going on. I hope there's not an echo. Y'all would tell me, right, if there was. Okay, these 2 are done. So we're going to be die cutting those in a minute, but we're going to go ahead and just set them aside for now and get to the rest. So we need 2 more pieces of basic white. We're going to close up these 2. Ugh, grr. I need to put some wax or crayon on there. Now we're going to take Garden Green and we're going to stamp this thingy. And then we're going to stamp 2 of this one. Okay. Now we need to clean this because we're going to stamp it in another color. You could, if you wanted to, you could just take that and stamp it again. To get a lighter effect, but we're going to be using soft seafoam, so I'm just going to clean it with my Simply Chamois. Looks like I still have some Dawn dish soap on there. We'll give it a second to dry and we'll go ahead and do this image. So this is done. That needs to be cut out. That's done. Okay, no echo. Okay, great. Thank y'all. This one is soft seafoam. And that one's done. We'll set that aside. And then let's see if this one's dry. Let's just give it some help drying. There we go. And we're going to stamp this one in soft seafoam. Okay, now we just have 2 more. Real Red and Soft Suede. So I'm going to stamp this one 2 times. Ruh-roh. Oh, I got it okay. And now the Real Red. Oh, I haven't done the greetings yet either, have I? I fibbed. there's more than two more. Well, after this, there's two more. That's done. Now our greeting. And the other greeting, this one, gets stamped on one of the layers. Oh no, I have a nail that broke. I gave y'all the measurements. It was the basic white that measures 3.5 by 2 3/4. We're gonna stamp this greeting in the middle. Okay, we're done stamping. Now we have to cut all those images out. We're not cutting this one out though. I'm gonna get a baby wipe real quick for my fingers because I don't want to mess up my paper layers. Okay, where do I put this? Now we're going to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and cut all those out. And this is the sheet. So these are all in that same, what's it called again? Let me move this over for a second. So seasonal labels. It's in the same bundle as the stamp set. So all from one pack. Okay, a 1, 2, and a 3. And let's just go ahead and start with the greeting. If you guys are in a hurry or whatever, I'm only doing one at a time because I don't want it to mess up. So hopefully you're not in a hurry. There's the greeting. Put that back on my sheet. And then now we're going to cut this one out. This one, I think probably is like the hardest one to cut out. Okay, so some people are saying they're not catching, they're not hearing the sound, and some are saying that there's no video. I would go out and come back in. Okay, there's that one. Now we have one more. I'm going to use this purple tape until it's no longer working. Whoops, come back here. Okay, now we're done with this one. So put it back on the sheet. And we're going to go with, let's see, let's take this one now. This one was a little hard to figure out. It was like, whoa. Or maybe it was just me. there's that one. Oh, it's a little crooked, but it'll be okay. Now this one. If we had our magnetic platform thingy, I could do multiple at the same time. Ooh, that one slid. Hold on. Let me get a new piece of purple tape. It's gone. There it is. It got buried. What was I saying? Oh, if I had the, if we had that magnetic thingy, I'm not going to complain though. Purple tape works. Oh, why did I switch sides? There's that one. Come back here. We have one more of that one, don't we? Yeah, right here. Oh wow, Patricia says that she has the flu. I'm so sorry. My daddy's been sick. He has strep, and now I heard my nephew is sick. He either has strep or COVID. I'm not sure which one. Yeah, it's that time of year, right? Whew. Okay, now we're going to cut out this little one here. Yes, this is the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. It is fabulous. Someone asked me if they had the Big Shot, do they have to replace it? Absolutely not. Our dies work in all of them. But if you're looking for a more compact machine, this definitely fits the bill. And it's pretty. I love white. Y'all already know that. It's my favorite color, even though people always have to tell me that it's not technically a color. And I always say that too, because I always have to laugh. I'm like, well, it's a color to me. My friends used to say they always knew when I was in the room, because I always wore white. I always wore white shirts. I'm a little OCD like that. But now I've switched to black. So now, okay, there's that one. So now I like wear all black, like Johnny Cash. That's okay, I can, right? My granny wore a lot of black too. Okay, now we're doing this one. I better be careful about how much I'm talking. I don't want to mess up. Uh-oh, it's time to replace this purple tape and get another piece. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to release week 12 of the 12 weeks of Halloween. I decided to make a card today because I know you guys have been wanting some Christmas cards. So I'm just going to pre-film the final one, and that will wrap up my Halloween series. Uh-oh, I really cut that one crooked. See, I told y'all I should not be talking when I'm cutting. Okay, we have a couple more, or maybe just one more. Is this our final? Wait, a new piece of tape. Probably should stand to cut this one because I can't see. Whoops. Okay. So Holly says white light is actually all colors. Okay, I think we're done. Let me just confirm my little stash of images here. I think so. I'm just going to put away the machine slowly to not shake my whole desk. Okay, here's all of our images. Now let's get the rest of our layers of our card. And let's start with this. So I'm going to use my liquid glue. Okay, so there's that one. Set that aside. Then we're going to attach this layer to this. I love a new fresh liquid glue. I just opened one on Monday and it's so lovely. Okay. There's that one. And this greeting that we stamped, that one's going to get added to this layer. So same thing, liquid glue. Okay, now let's get the Simply Scored scoring tool. I don't want to lose any of my images. So we're going to place this on the 11 3/4 inch side. I like to call this the landscape side. And we're going to score it at 1 3/4, 4 3/4, 7 3/4, and that's it. I ended like I was going to do another one, right? My bone folder. You know, I was watching some of my videos yesterday. I was trying to delete some off of my computer because I ran out of space. So I had to delete before it would let me do anything. And I noticed that when I used this blue mat, that the video was more vibrant. So I don't know, you guys will have to tell me. It looked like my videos were better, had better lighting when I used this cutting mat. Okay, so here's how it looks, okay? Now we're gonna take this piece and attach it to the Evening Evergreen, okay? So I'm gonna turn this over and put liquid glue. And we're just gonna center it. And this does fit in a regular standard A2 envelope. Okay. Now, we have to build our little focal point. And I'm going to use, I laugh because this is, like sometimes I get really overwhelmed doing this part because I always want it to be perfect, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So yeah, anywho, let's go. We're going to add this one here and this one down here. So I'm just going to add a little bit of liquid glue like on the stem area at the bottom. Okay, so hanging over the Evening Evergreen ever so slightly. And this one. is going to be down here. So they kind of touch in the middle. I guess you could say they kiss, right? And then next, we're going to do this one up here, and we're going to slide it under this stem like that. And then this one's going to go down here. Whoops. Almost did the wrong thing. Grr. Then we're going to add our berries. Is that enough? Yeah. And this is going to go here. So to keep glue off your finger, you can use your bone folder. And then this one's going to go over here. Come on. Actually, I want it to come out just a smidge. There we go. And now this is going to go here, like that. And that's going to go there. But these two we're going to actually pop up with our dimensionals. Let's do this one first. And this one's going to get added right there with mini glue dots. You can use liquid glue if you want to. Goodness gracious. Yeah, you can use whatever adhesive you want. Let's bring it over to the right a little. And then we want to add our embellishments, which is these gilded gems. So I'm going to take your pick tool and just pick up 3 of these. I have them in completely different spots on the other card, so you can put them wherever you want. So that part's done. So now we're going to open this up, and this layer is going to go right there. So when you fold your card, ideally you don't want to see that layer, you know, past that point. This is where you can sign your card. And before it sticks, I just want to make sure. Yep. Now for the front, this is going to get centered just like that. So we're going to add adhesive only on this side. Center it. Is that centered? Okay, I'm going to hold that for a second and let it dry. And then now to add this one, so this is going to open up like this, okay? And this one's going to go in here. So what I'm going to do is put adhesive here, and then I'm going to line it up with this and then fold that over, okay? So I'm just going to put adhesive on this side, which is technically the back left side. And then I'm going to place it right there on top and fold this over. And then that way it lines up perfectly with the front layer. Okay, so let's open this puppy up and make sure that's stuck. Okay, so did I do this right? I think I did it right, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Yeah. I think I got a piece of glue on some layer. There it is. I knew I felt a piece of glue on there. Okay. So again, it opens up like this. Accordion fun fold. Pretty, right? So you guys like it? And the great thing about it is it really only took me about 30 minutes because I was 6 minutes late because of technical difficulties. So yeah, oh, my Mac went to sleep up here. Dude. Okay, I'm gonna look for questions in just a second. I gotta wake this laptop up. I don't know why it went to sleep. I probably need to change my settings. Okay, so I'm gonna hold it up. I got the funniest message yesterday. Someone said, if you're gonna hold an image up, don't wiggle it. I'm like, okay, yes ma'am, I won't wiggle it. I'll just hold it just like that, like a stone. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I'm gonna look for comments now. That's what I was gonna say. This paper is really pretty. I really like it. Okay, so I'm gonna look on the Facebook side first now. Let's see. You know, I did have a question for y'all while we're still here. It seems like noon on Wednesdays is not the most popular time for videos or for going live. So my question is should I change it to 1 p.m. or 2 p.m. Central Time? I don't know. Or do I just keep it at noon? It seems like yeah, so y'all let me know. Okay, I'm looking for questions now. So, thank you. I'm glad you guys like it. I will get it over on my blog today. The picture's probably not going to be that great because, oh wait, I didn't show you the original. They look the same. I didn't mess up, right? Yeah, they look the same, don't they? I bet y'all were wondering why I didn't whip that out. But look, see, I put the embellishments in completely different places. It doesn't matter. Wherever you want to put them, they'll look good. Okay, let's see. Oh, people still like noon. I may do a survey and see if people will figure it out. I'll offer some chick candy for it. So on Facebook, I don't see any questions, but I will go back after lunch and look and see. So Sandra says that the sound seems like I'm across the room. Was there anything wrong with the sound for the rest of y'all? Okay. Thanks. Somebody tried to help her. So the stamp set, Molly, if you're still here, Christmas season and Christmas to remember. Both of these are in the holiday mini catalog. Okay. I don't see any more questions. Now I'm going to look for the YouTube questions real quick. Okay, so the UK time doesn't matter because of the time change. Do what works best for me. I'm really on Wednesdays, I'm actually flexible. Noon, 1, 2, it all works for me on Wednesdays. Mondays, I'm recovering from the weekend and trying to get everything caught up on email and then getting the project ready for Monday night, and Tuesday is downline day. So I have coaching calls and group calls and that kind of thing. And then so Wednesdays is coffee and a card, and then Thursday is trying to get everything caught up on my blog, and then Fridays I do a lot of shipping. I do a lot of shipping on Friday and Saturdays. Okay, so you guys like the blue mat. Thank you. I'm still looking for questions if any of you guys are wondering. The font is so small that it's really hard to read. Okay, I think that's all the questions. I'll scroll back to the bottom on each of them and then I'll sign off. You're very welcome. Patricia said, when you're retired, it doesn't matter much. That's nice to hear. You know, I'm not sure I'll ever really retire because I really like working and I like what I'm doing. So yeah, I know my husband, he likes his job too, but he looks forward to retiring. He talks about it. I don't really, yeah, I mean, even my daddy, he retired for like a short period and then he went back to work. Like we're just, I don't know what people do with their time. Yeah, what do y'all do? That's a great question. Do you get to stamp all day or so? Or, yeah. I will tell you this. I started watching a new series on Netflix, and oh my gosh, if I had time, I would seriously binge watch this show. I think it's 4 seasons. I think it's called Reign, Reign. Is that how you spell it? I just started watching that. I don't normally start a new series until like I'm doing bingo events when I have time to cut paper and watch a series. But I ran out of things to watch. So I started watching and oh my gosh, it's so good. Um, yeah, so I wish I had time to watch more. I only get to watch like an hour at night. Patricia says that her husband calls it permanent vacation. That's nice. Yeah, a permanent vacation. I would probably sew quite a bit. Okay, so Martha watches Rain. I'm only on season 1. I just started a couple days ago, so yeah. Anywho, I like it. Oh, let me look back on Facebook real quick before I sign off. Oh, it used to be on regular TV. So Molly says other people find things for you to do when because you're retired. I have heard that from a lot of people. Actually, my daddy said that he ever since he retired, it's like they live at the doctor's office. He's like he retired to just like go to the doctor every week. That's unfortunate, right? He's gotten better, but no, him and my stepmother both have had, I think, well, Patsy had surgery yesterday on one of her eyes, and Dad needs another back surgery. So, yeah, it's like he retired to go to the doctor. I hope that's not my case. I feel like I've had enough of hospital, doctor, sick stuff already. So, he never was sick. He was always healthy, never missed work or anything. So, it's like, I think it all happens to all of us just at different times. For me, it started really early when I had thyroid cancer. It's like everything just flew out the window at that point, right? Oh, and yeah, I miss reading too. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. I could sit here and chit chat forever, but I won't keep y'all. Plus, I'm hungry. Hi, Lori. I know some of y'all are just joining me, so I'm so sorry. I'm signing off. My next live video will be next Monday evening. And for those of you that do celebrate Halloween, happy Halloween this weekend. Hopefully we're going to have good weather. I don't know. I haven't even looked past. We're supposed to get a lot of rain today and tomorrow. It's like almost dark outside, but gloomy. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and thank you so much for being here. I say this every week. I can't remember how to stop this broadcast.